The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of the advertisers, management, or ownership of AM 1230 WITH Baltimore. All right, testing 1, 2. Here we go. Open for Ronnie Dove Show for 6-9. Gary, who's Ronnie's guest this week?
Dennis Yost.
All right, Dennis Yost. Here we go. Take number 38.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Marilyn. Welcome to the Ronnie Dove Show with special guest Dennis Yost. Now, here's the man, Ronnie Dove.
One kiss for old time's sake, just like it used to be. One kiss for old time's sake could bring.
Welcome to the Ronnie Dove Show. Boy, we got a lineup tonight, don't we, Gary? We got Dennis Yost and had Marilyn. Thank you, Marilyn. Oh, you're so... She came out the club the other night. Drove me crazy.
I saw that. I was
and
there.
got up on stage and sang to me. That was phenomenal. Well, we're gonna give some stuff away today. We've got Boley's Pizza bringing us over a whole pile of pizzas. I told Niles to run down and make sure the door's open so we can get all that pizza in here.
From Linthicum with Love.
Yeah, now, where's that located? You were over there.
They're over on Baltimore Annapolis Boulevard.
Okay.
Off of, well, I guess that's off of, oh, son of a gun. Doggone it, what is that road down there? The, not the Parkway, but 97.
97, yeah. As you go into Annapolis.
Right.
All right. Well, anyway, we're going to have a good time today. We're going to do some... I think we're not going to have so many calls this week. We had too many calls last week, and...
You ran out of relatives?
Yeah.
Ran out of quarters.
Ran out of quarters, right. It's costing me a fortune to give them quarters to call every week. So I think what we're going to do this week, we're just going to play some songs and give some stuff away. What do you think?
You would catch me in the middle
yeah,
of it.
well, I know. I waited for you to pick the coffee up before I said something.
I know, you're a devil, and this is this morning's coffee. I made this coffee at 5:30 this morning.
You're kidding.
This is worse than Hertzgaard's coffee.
Nuclear coffee.
You telling me. That's how we found our way up here this evening. The lights are out and the coffee pot was glowing.
Well, I'll tell you what I think we're going to do today. There's a song that Neil Diamond wrote for me back in the 60s. A thing called Back from Baltimore, and that's where we are. We're back to Baltimore now. In fact, we've got our own club over on Pulaski Highway. It's called the Dove's Nest. I don't know whether you've heard it advertised on the station, but they do quite often advertise.
Just a tad, yes. And Jack's there tonight.
Jack's there right now. In fact, I just called over and see how Jack's doing. He's out there playing music right now for everybody. We're having a happy hour, 2 for 1. Go in and buy one drink and get two, and if you're real good, my wife might give you 3.
And this is WITH night at the Dove's Nest,
That's
correct?
right.
And what does that mean?
Means half price. Anybody comes into Dove's Nest only pays half price. So come on over tonight. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time on the radio show. I'm looking forward to it. And we're going to have Dennis on the air. Oh, we got some stories about him.
Mm-hmm. Most of them we
Look at him
can't
over there.
tell.
He's blushing already.
I know. It's enough to make your hair curl.
Yeah. Just got mine curled.
It's special.
Anyway, let's do Back from Baltimore. This is one Neil Diamond wrote for me back in 1966. Hey, see how she kissed me. Well, that was good, Tony. Tony's our new engineer.
Yeah, Tony Michaels. How you doing tonight?
Hi, Tony. He don't have a mic, eh? We took his mic from him, right?
Well, he's got one, but we taped his mouth. Tell me about Back to Baltimore. Neil Diamond wrote that.
Yeah, Neil Diamond wrote that. Now, it's kind of a funny story, that little song. We went to New York to record 2 songs that he had written for me. One of them was My Babe, and the other one was Red, Red Wine.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, and so when I got there and he played them for us, the people at the record company said, "Oh no, Ronnie, we don't want that image of you, like the alcohol and all that. We want a clean image of you," which is a joke, because at that time I was kind of wild fella then.
Hold your tongue, Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis, don't say anything yet.
I'm just soaking this all in.
But anyway, so I looked at him. I said, "Well, what else do you have?" He says, "Well, where'd you just come from?" I said, "I just left Baltimore." He sat down, and within 3.5 minutes, he wrote that song.
And Ray Stevens arranged it, did he not?
No.
No?
Neil Diamond did that.
But
Neil wrote and produced My
Oh,
Babe
okay.
and this one. No,
I thought I saw Ray Stevens'
or
name
you
on
see Ray
on
Stevens
label.
all over all my stuff. He did a little bit of Heaven, One Kiss for Old Time's Sake, Like in
Okay.
Terms of Lovin', Kiss Away,
Well, it's a shame you didn't
One
have
More
any.
Mountain.
You didn't have any big name.
I know.
people in your
One
career.
day I would.
Yeah.
I had, what was that guy's, Gary Paxton did some things for me.
Oh.
Yeah, remember the guy that had out Monster Mash and the Hollywood Hour Girls? That was Gary Paxton.
I'll be darned.
He did a couple of things for me. Well, we're going to a break now. 'Cause
All
see, I'm used to sitting where you are.
Yeah.
And I can't see Tony on my back, so you're gonna have to sort of cue
Well,
me.
he's not as pretty as me.
Well, this is the this is the Ronnie Dove Show on WITH. I'm sorry.
AM.
AM. Gee whiz, I was going to say FM, but it's not. It's AM, but it's stereo.
But we don't have that much money for him.
Yes, we do.
Whether you have good credit, bad credit, or 2772-335-2772. Steve's 40 East Restaurant, 11411 Pulaski Highway, White Marsh.
Yes. Don't forget to go out there. They've got great crab cakes.
You keep telling me about
Oh,
that.
you got to try the crab cakes. They're wonderful. And if you notice, I got my hair curled.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I thought maybe
shut up,
Dennis.
Dennis.
It's looking good.
See, he's got natural curly
you
hair.
two look like twin sisters.
I have to go over to Mary
Those
Rose's
are
to
two
get
for
mine
one
curled.
deal, you know.
Oh,
But they're over there listening right now. I guarantee you the radio is on at Mary Rose's. And later on the show, I got a gift to give away. Going to give away a perm. Get your hair curled just like mine. How's that?
mine's too short now.
I know you. All yours cut off.
Yeah.
But listen, Walter Brennan just walked in the door. Come here, Walter. I want you to introduce my guest for today.
How old was I when I first met Dennis Yost? I can't remember when he weren't around. Dennis? Where's the group? Luke? Little Luke? Happy? I'll go find the group.
How about that? Isn't it good,
That's
huh?
good.
Ladies and
That's
gentlemen, my guest, Dennis Yost, had so many #1 records. I'm just so excited to have you on the show today, Gary. And Walter. That's Gary
Gary
Helton
Walter,
doing
right?
Walter, yeah.
No, it's
But
Walter.
anyway, Walter, it's nice to have Gary on the show, is it not?
Yes, Dennis.
Yes, Ronnie.
All right,
John boy. You know,
I shouldn't be drinking this Coca-Cola. It's got a lot of caffeine.
Too much- too
In
much
fact, the cup of
caffeine.
coffee you just got.
I know
woo,
it's standing alone.
I saw the caffeine coming out of it.
Jumped out and ran away.
Did I make it too strong?
You did wonderful.
Okay.
Just fine.
Anyway,
Hi, Dennis Yost.
hi, Dennis.
Welcome
Hi.
to Baltimore.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Cracky.
I didn't bring any Luke.
How many years has it been since you were in Baltimore, Dennis?
Oh, let's see. I think I was here 1990. I know of with a 30 years of rock and roll package.
Oh, okay.
And
And who was all on that package?
let me think. Chuck Negron from Three Dog Night, and Bobby Kimball from Toto, and of course Tiny the Tim. You know,
Tiny the Tim.
He's been on all the packages.
Is he kind of nice to be
he's
around?
he's a really nice. He's really a gentleman.
Is he
And,
really?
Everybody thinks he's a little out of sorts, but
Well,
he lives in the 30s. He's back in the big band era and stuff like that. But
I remember seeing him at Diamond Records up in New York. He used to come in with a little brown bag with his ukulele in it and come in Diamond Records office and sit there and say, please, Mr. Carl, would you listen to this song? And they'd chase him out.
Well,
And ended up...
perseverance.
he became a superstar.
it is. He does a great job.
Yeah.
And I worked with him off and on for about 5 years, I guess, on this package. And so then we had Al Wilson that had Show and Tell and The Snake, the song Jewel Akins that did Birds and the Bees, and golly, I'm trying to think who else was on that show. But there was about 8 or 9 acts.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that.
You were
show for 5
talking
years.
about Barbara Lewis.
Barbara Lewis.
You're doing, in fact, I want you to mention what you're doing in
Okay, what
Nashville.
the-
He's moved to Nashville.
I moved to Nashville and learned how to talk down there. Yeah, I did.
Well, you're from Atlanta originally.
From Atlanta
Yeah.
and raised in Florida.
Yeah, so you
Actually,
know that
from
southern
Detroit.
accent.
I've learned how to talk a long time ago when I moved down there.
But
I-
you're doing some great things now. You were
I'm
telling me on the way
happy.
over.
The project Barbara. I met Barbara at a show. As a matter of fact, it was
Oh, mention
Joey
the songs
D
that
and everybody.
Barbara had.
Barbara, of course, had 4 or 5 great hits. She had "Hello Stranger,"
Great
"Baby
song.
I'm Yours," "Puppy Love." think A Little Sugar.
Yeah, I
Just a
think we're going to
bunch of
have her at the
songs.
Dove's Nest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
we're going to
great.
talk about that.
She's a great lady. But I met her on a big show we did for a radio station down in Clearwater, Florida with Joey D. You know Joey.
Yeah, he's going to be at the
people.
club in 2 weeks.
And Lois and Joey and all.
Oh,
the
yeah, Lois is great.
And met Barbara there, and didn't get a chance to talk to her much, but my fiance really got to talking to her, you know, and she on to hear she got some great songs in it, you know. So about a year later, the new club I went down and did 3 days in Orlando. And I had the chance to get together with her. And she played me this song about it's about organ donating,
Yeah.
and it was really just a great tune. She played it for me on her little piano, and I like, wow, that's great.
So now
And,
you're producing her.
So I took the idea back to Nashville and put the concept together with some people, and we're going to present it to the National Coalition in Richmond to see if we can get it as a PSA and her spokesperson. If it works out, it'd be great because it's really a great song. She's a great artist.
Well, you guys were responsible for some great songs. Boy.
Oh boy,
Appreciate
I'm
it.
telling you, I'm excited because one of my favorite songs is a song called Traces.
Mine too.
Isn't that a great song?
Because
Do you
we-
mind if we play that down?
Oh no!
Oh, do you want to
hear it if you don't?
Where'd you record this one?
All my material was done in Atlanta at the Bill Lowry stable down there.
That's where Billy Joe recorded.
Billy Joe, Tommy Rowe,
And I guess-
Hymns.
We should say the Classics 4 got together when you guys were all in high school together, right, in
that's
Florida?
right. That's right.
Back in the late 50s, early 60s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just found out he graduated from high school in 1960.
It took me 7 years, but I made it.
Can I interrupt here?
Sure, now.
Yeah.
I have a bill here for $200.
Oh, okay, let's see. How much is it?
$200.
Is that for
Okay.
pizza? Give it to Tony.
Oh, look. See, he's trying to, it's only 150.
That's pocket change for Gary.
Did the pizza get here yet?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it did?
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
All right.
Thank you, pizza.
No, we can't eat.
Bob all over my
No,
table in
the pizza, you enjoy it, okay,
Oh,
now?
no, it's for you guys.
No. Tony, we got pizza now. Can Tony hear us?
Yeah, Tony can hear
You
us.
see, I've got my back to him right now.
Well, why don't we hear from Dennis Yost?
Yeah, I want to hear Traces. One of your finest recordings.
Thank you.
Great song.
Who wrote that for you, Dennis?
It was Roy Rogers, I think it was.
Oh, well, great.
I told you not to give him that caffeine.
Too late. Actually, it was J.R. Cobb and Buddy Bowie, my producer, who wrote almost all the stuff that we did. And
Oh, they wrote Spooky too.
wrote
Every Day with
Spooky
You?
was started out as a sax instrumental by Mike Sharp, and then it looked like a lawyer firm, Schuster, Jones, and Jones. Everybody kind of chipped in on it and did Harry Middlebrooks. Remember Harry
Yeah,
Middlebrooks?
they're doing quite a bit of that now.
Yeah.
Trace
Country
is such
music.
a good
Yeah,
song because
that's
we've
fine.
all got a shoebox.
Yeah, you were
in
telling
the
me
back
about
of the
You were telling
closet
us about that.
somewhere.
You started, a tear was forming as you were telling us
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, one formed in my eyes, he
Yeah.
told it.
Well, a bigger one's forming now because my wife's probably listening.
Oh,
She's,
no.
Where's that shoebox? I'm going to hit him with it when he
No, he
comes home.
throwed that away, darling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I think we ought to go to a spot. We need to pay for these
You
shows
sell
here.
something.
Yeah, let's sell something.
Everyone loves pizza, and now every night can be 247-9742.
Okay, we're back now. And by the way, this is WITH, Softer Stereo, 12:30 a.m. on your dial. Did I do all right?
You did
Okay.
great. I'll
Listen,
say,
there's an envelope laying there.
3 weeks and he's a pro.
Yeah, sure. There's an envelope laying there now. Mr. Carson sitting there next to you.
Yes.
Johnny, would you pick up that envelope, hold it up to your head, like
That's-
pretend you're watching TV now. He'll hold it up
That's
to
an
it.
envelope. I did not know that. The contents of the envelope. Pia Zadora. Oh,
Well, let me open it up and see.
boy, that's an effective sound.
It's a
effect.
big envelope.
I'm telling you.
Oh, you know what's in here?
Uh-uh.
There's a gift certificate. And now, what caller do we want? Do we want First caller, last caller? Let's have the last caller.
The last, yeah, we'll take the last caller. Boy, that's
I'm okay. No, this is a
Bruce,
gift.
ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to be smart to be in radio. Why don't we let Dennis pick the number?
All right, Dennis, pick a number from 1 to...
Between 1 and 1.
Yeah, 1 and...
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
How about we'll take the third caller?
Third caller. Okay, this is a gift certificate for Mary Rose's Salon on 4627 Pennington Avenue. And you can win a perm. Oh, I think it's a Ronnie Dove perm. It says right here on it.
Does it come with a mustache?
No.
Oh,
You
that's
have
good.
you have to grow that, ladies.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Lots of luck.
Lots of luck. Anyway, the third caller. Now Tony's over there taking the calls. So
Fast and Furious.
yeah, he'll say caller number 1, caller number 2. You are the winner.
I think we've got a winner already.
Have we got a winner already?
He's busy writing.
All right, he's writing it down, and if you'll get the name and phone number. Oh no, I'm sorry. Get the name and address.
Dennis, how long have you two known one another, you and Ronnie? About 2 hours
we were
now.
working.
About two and a half hours.
Never
No,
seen the man.
no,
we did some jobs when Ronnie had a club
down in Augusta, Georgia.
Georgia, back in the 70s, and so I was doing some of that circuit down
And he's
there.
always played my golf tournament every
Yeah.
year.
And we do a lot of
And a
stuff.
great tennis player.
Really?
Tell him who you just played with, a girl from Baltimore.
I just got beat to death by Pam Shriver.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Pam Shriver
beat
can
me,
teach
beat me
you.
like the dog I am.
Well,
of course.
she's terrific. I mean,
Yeah, we did a Foster Brooks golf and tennis tournament for Coast Children's Hospital in Louisville. And a 4-day deal. It was really nice. And we played round robin doubles, so I had the chance to get beat a lot and often.
well, yeah, but I mean,
It was
you're
fun.
playing with the
It was
pros.
fun. It was great.
It's like me playing with Jack Nicklaus in the golf game. You
It
know,
was
I mean,
super. We had a great time.
Well, I haven't known Ronnie all that long, but I have to say that before I met Ronnie, I had never been kissed by a man with a mustache before.
Well, hey,
but you know what? He liked it. We got a winner.
Now
Let's-
I know why my wife hated my
Ah, the winner is Judy Phillips. And I'm not going to give her address because everybody be calling her. But
beard. What part of town is she
I don't
from?
know.
Let's see. That's 21230.
but what does that say?
First floor.
Oh, okay.
Either that or she's. she's
Judy
the
lives on the
she's
first
a
floor. We're not
elevator
going to tell you the
operator.
address, but we know Judy lives on the first floor. Well, Judy, congratulations. You just won a perm. And she does a great job. So go on out there and see Mary Rose. In fact, Mary Rose will be at the show tonight.
Great.
And we'll have everybody there. Dennis, you're going to come over after you get a couple hours sleep.
gonna
and-
come by and see the dove do his stuff.
Yeah, see the dove's nest and
Yeah.
see the birds sing.
Yeah. Been a while since I've seen you sing.
Yeah, it has been a while. Well, I think
Looking forward to it.
I think I'm going to do a couple of my oldies tonight,
That'd be great.
and then tomorrow night, of course, he'll be doing all of his big hits like Traces, Every Day with You, Girl, Spooky.
Let's hear one of those.
Yeah, let's go for one. The song that I like was Every Day with You, Girl. That's one of my favorites. Of course, they're all my favorites. This sold about 250 million copies. So,
At least.
Yeah.
Wow.
A couple more than Ray Peterson.
Yeah, just 2 more than Ray Peterson sold, 2 less.
And if you'd like a copy and you didn't get one, come see us after the show.
We have some in the pickup truck. Not
Yeah,
that quite.
because Dennis has 250 million of them in the back of the pickup truck. Show, ladies and gentlemen. Helton, the only one who's not chewing right now, and
Well, this pizza's great, is it not?
oh, now don't eat on the air; it's ignorant.
Well, I just want people to know what it sounds like. This is great pizza. Mm.
Yeah, did we get this the Ronnie Dove special from Pizza Bowlies? No, that was how many pizzas was that? 2 or 4 or something.
I think it was
That's a good special.
4 pizzas for $21. I better not say anything. Okay. All right. Marcia said to say hi to everyone from behind the bar and don't forget to bring the cheese. Okay.
Jeez.
Last thing she said was, I need a quarter of a pound of Swiss cheese and a pound of American cheese. So, so Swiss is not going so good. Well, we'll get it for you, Marcia. And I'm going to say hi to all the gang over there at the Dove's Nest. I know Jack Edwards is over there, and he's playing his little heart out, dancing around, and
The Achy Breaky and the
Achy-
Tush
yeah,
Push and
mhm.
Madison And I understand Niles is going to do the hokey pokey down there.
Yeah, hokey pokey for Niles tonight. That's going to be fun watching him do the hokey pokey. Look at him peeking around the corner. Look, he's got
he's putting
he's got his hokey pokey hat on. Look.
He's putting his right foot in as we speak, ladies and gentlemen.
Put out.
Well, we got everybody over there at the Dove's Nest tonight. In fact, Jeannie just called in and said, "Where's my CD you were going to send me last week?" Well, somewhere between this table and the door, I lost your address, or I don't know whether I don't have any idea what I did with it. So, Jeannie, if you'll call the Dove's Nest at what is that number, by the way?
485-NEST, 485-6378.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Nest.
I like that.
Try to make it Dove,
Yeah.
but somebody already used that.
And for a small sum, I will not reveal your home number.
Well, anyway, Jeannie, you dropped me a little phone call over there to Dove's Nest, and we'll get that tape off to you.
Speaking of homes, Dennis, you're in Nashville now, right?
Moved up there about, should be 2 years this September.
And for the express purpose of being in the hub, more or less, of the
Nope,
music
get my
industry?
Cowboys clothes real quick. Yeah, actually, I started.
That's the only place where you can put ketchup on your scrambled eggs.
and
in the
get away
morning
with it,
Nobody
sure.
else sees it funny, right?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't know how to do without it. Mm-hmm. But they moved there to do some producing and publishing and just different kind of stuff.
Who have you worked for in recent?
Well, basically, like I said, we just did that production on Barbara Lewis,
Right,
and
Barbara.
they've got a financial group that's putting together some artist packages, and we're going to be producing several different people. Some basically new stuff. We're going to be doing some. We may be doing Bob Miranda and the Happenings down there.
Oh, great.
Matter of fact,
I haven't heard him mention my name yet.
and maybe we're doing Dove. Dove's too busy.
See, I've been
Dove's don't have time
hitting
for us.
around
We're-
all day. Well,
What's small potatoes, man? Dove's got more albums going. See,
Now.
he don't need no help.
Sure I do.
and
We
where-
needed it. We need it right here at the Dove's Nest in WITH.
Oh yeah, well we're going to have a good crowd there tomorrow night
Oh,
to
yeah.
see
We're looking
you.
forward to it.
Now, where and how are the rest of the group, the Classics 4?
They're doing fine. I don't get a chance to see him much. The original bass player still lives in Jacksonville, Florida, where the group was formed, and of course Jr. and Buddy, who are writing a lot of my stuff. They're writing some of the country things. They did a song called "Straight Up" by Winona. They wrote that, and had a couple cuts on Travis Trent's album. So they're doing a little of this, a little of that, and the keyboard player is somewhere in this world. I have no idea where. Joe Wilson, but I see some of the original guys once in a while.
Great.
How about you, Ronnie? You ever run into the Belltones?
Yeah, I run into Johnny Gillespie the other day in the store, and then Billy Holmes, who used to be my drummer, he came out to the club one night, and Dennis Fox, he comes out. He'll be there tonight. Of course, Dennis still sings great and plays great. Johnny Gillespie won't come to see me, and I asked somebody the other day, I said, why don't Johnny come out and see me anymore? He said, afraid you're going to get him up and make him play. Well, Johnny, if you're listening, you don't have to get up and play. I swear to God, just come on in, and I'll leave you alone. Just come in and say hi to me.
He hasn't made me sing yet, so. He's
Well,
good- he's
I'm
good to his word.
thinking very seriously about it,
I'm
kid.
close. Huh?
Well,
Anyway,
all right.
there was a lady that called in, I don't know, no, a listener, I'm sorry, wants to know if I still perform at Charnita. That's up in near Gettysburg. That was a place that I used to work quite often. No, I do not perform up there anymore. I'm at the Dove's Nest now. So, and that's 5801 Pulaski Highway. If you get a chance, come on out. We're going to have Dennis Yost there tomorrow night. And in fact, Dennis, why don't we do another one of your songs before
Okay.
before we
Sounds good.
run out of time? This was
Goes by quick, doesn't it?
yeah,
Oh,
it
it's
goes
hours.
too quick. I'm trying to talk Niles and Gary and all the folks here at WITH to give me 2 hours. And of course, if I get that, then I'm going to shoot for 3.
There you go. Go for
What
a
happened to
long
your
week.
show, Niles? Look, Niles said, I lost my show already. No
The Dove-
problem.
The Dove Week.
Yeah, the Dove Week. I love it. I have so much fun over here. Well, let's do Spooky, okay? All right. That was great. I tell you what, we're having so much fun that I almost forgot about our sponsors.
And we want to tell our listeners to stop by and patronize our sponsors because that's what put us on and keeps us on, right?
And keeps us on. This is WITH, the Ronnie Dove Show, Softer Stereo, 12:30 a.m.
Everyone goes to Mary Rose. That's Mary's
8300
Pizza Bowlies.
of Linthicum.
All right. Well, everybody's sitting here eating. It's got to be the best pizza I've ever eaten.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, we've got pizza everywhere. Everybody's eating. Mark, I see Mark's in there. He's got a handful. Niles has got a handful. Tony's got a handful. And look at Dennis. Dennis is trying to get that down so he can talk.
Wait a minute, Tony, what'd you say?
Tony does not have a handful, sorry.
Tony has his hands full.
Oh, you got your hand. That's what I said. Hands full.
Well, these other guys. anything
Oh,
that's
okay,
free,
Tony. I
really.
meant that pizza for you in there. They didn't bring you a piece.
No, I'm sure I'll get a piece.
Hey,
Thank
Mark,
you very much.
take him a piece into the there. Yeah, take him that. That's
There
a
you
big
go.
piece. Here
All
comes a
right.
big piece for
Holy
you.
mackerel! That's
Got
not
a half a
piece.
pizza.
We're
looks
getting
like
a lot of calls. This is
second
terrific.
base.
Today we're kind of not taking too many calls on the air, but we have a lot of requests here. Nadine's daughter called and wants to hear "Crying Time" and Jailhouse Rock. I never recorded Jailhouse Rock. I guess you could break out your guitar, Dennis, and
I could do
we
that.
could you and I could do a live version, but I don't feel like it.
Oh, thank you very much.
And John wants to hear "Sweeter Than Sugar." Now, you know, I've never sang that song except when I did it back in 1911. And somebody wants to hear "Heart." Somebody else wants to hear "Rise and Shine."
They'll
and,
hear him at the club tonight, won't they?
Oh yes,
You'll do
yeah,
Rise and
we'll,
Shine.
We'll,
I know
we'll
you
do
do.
"Rise and Shine." We'll do "Crying Time." We'll do "Heart." We'll do "Long Tall." We'll do all those plus some of my hits.
How about White Christmas?
White Christmas? I'm going to do for my wife Marty. That she's over there. She's with Jack Edwards. Can I trust him?
No.
Oh, okay. I heard somebody in the background say no. Well,
old turkey leg.
Well, I'm going to tell Marcy, keep an eye on Jack Edwards and my wife Marty. I'm going to be there in a few minutes. So,
How many different instruments you guys play?
let's see. I play guitar and very little piano.
And drums, basically with a drummer. Still play sometimes.
And Johnny Thunder, who was in here last week, played the drums too.
Johnny.
Yeah.
A lot of singers. Gary Lewis was the drummer.
Right. And you're a heck of a golfer.
Oh no.
No. He's
Oh,
a
no.
tennis player.
Oh, yeah, but he does play golf.
Yeah, he plays, but he's more of a he's a tennis nut.
I'm going with more
I
tennis,
get-
huh?
Yeah.
I get winded watching croquet at the old folks'
In
home.
fact, we were walking up the street, and I'm huffing and puffing. He says, I just ran 10 miles this morning. And I said, okay.
Are you a runner too?
Yeah, you're right.
I'll get out in the
Yeah.
morning. Yeah.
Our general manager's a runner
That's
too.
cool.
Yeah. It's because we're always
Starts today.
chasing it. More money,
Give me more
Jerry.
money.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, today's show's gone fast. As I mentioned, it's a fastest hour in radio. I started to say show business, but this is not show business. This is live radio
Yes.
in color.
Don't try this at home, kids. We're trained
Right.
professionals.
That's right. Well, how much time we got left there, partner? This
You
is
got
my.
time for another song.
Oh, do we really?
Yeah.
We had a request for this one, and I didn't leave a name, but I'm kind of glad they called in for this one. Oh, do we really? We had a request for this one, and I didn't leave a name, but I'm kind of glad they called in for this one, a song that I wrote with Johnny Gillespie, who used to play guitar with me. I just mentioned his name, but we wrote this out in California. It was foggy one day, and we were riding down the road and pulled off the side of the road and wrote this song, They Can't Live Like You and Me. Yeah, that was for Johnny Gillespie. I thought I'd send that out to him. He helped me write that song. You know, we've got to do something here for Brooklyn Auto World. I was over there Tuesday. I sold a couple cars. Thank God they came in. It rained. But this next Tuesday, we're going to have, well, we still have two of them. That 1994 Dodge half-ton pickup truck with the bull nose. Now I know what a bull nose is. I found out it's a real bull. It's got a V8 Magnum fiberglass cap. Sells for $19,900. My special price to you, Tuesday from 3 to 6, will be $17,700. Savings of $2,200. Then we have a beautiful Dodge van. I tried to talk Ray Smith out of this and let me use it to go on a trip. I've got to go up to Michigan week after next. But he wouldn't let me do it. He said we need to sell it. It's got full power, color TV, captain chairs. couch that makes into a queen-size bed. I guess that's why I wanted it. Sells for $18,900. My special price is $16,300. Savings of $2,600. So come on out to Brooklyn Auto World and see me and Ray Smith and all the gang out there. A bunch of nice fellas. And if I'm not there, you're allowed to buy from those folks. What are we going to do now, Gary? I mean, you're sitting over there still eating that pizza and going sign something about.
Well, Dennis had 2 pieces too. Now I'm not the only
that's
one.
right.
Tell Marty I only had one because she'll say how many pieces.
Well, I think we've got to sell something again.
Okay, let's sell it.
Forget fast food outlets in the mall and bring your appetite.
Corporation, 84 Alco Place, 247-9742.
Oh, what a fast show. Boy, oh boy, I've got to have 2 hours. I've got to have 2 hours. I just can't handle this 1 hour thing because it's not long enough.
Well, if you hadn't recorded so many doggone songs, then we wouldn't need so much time.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to keep this list for next week, Heart and Rise and Shine. We'll keep that on the side, maybe even Crying Time. Dennis, I want to thank you for coming out and being on our show today. And we're looking forward to your show tomorrow night. Don't forget, tonight you're going to be there at Dove's Nest.
That's right.
And I'm going to do WITH night. Half price to get in.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to do a lot of the old hits, and Dennis is going to stop by and say hi. We're not going to make him work because he did rehearse very, very hard today.
Right, and I've had too much pizza.
Too much of your coffee and
stressed.
too much pizza.
I'm stressed out now.
But anyway, we want to thank all the sponsors, and I want to thank all the folks that have made this possible. And thanks WITH, and thanks to my co-host.
Just $29.99. No matter how you say dad, he'll love it. Even if it's usually